Well, hi everyone. I'm back, Chris O'Connor again with another really wonderful DEEMS family member. This is Anne, and Anne's gonna tell us about some technology I don't even know about. I'm really excited about this one. So thank you so much for being here, Anne. So you take
Okay,
it away.
thanks, Chris. I'm excited too. My name's Anne Reiff. I live in Scottsdale, Arizona. I have had the DEEMS about maybe almost like 9 months, maybe a little bit more. I heard about it from Elena Denon, and she was excited, and I started researching it. And what attracted me was the gift from the stars, and being a starseed, it speaks my language. So I've been using the DEEMS. I use it on. I have little foster puppies and myself or my family. And the reason I wrote to you, Chris, is I started using it with my AO scanner. This is an AO scanner. You see it? Kind of there. I have two of them, a little bit bigger. And what this does, it reads your body, does it through voice, and then it reads your body chemistry through just connecting to the bone. And not only reads your chemistry, and then it resets your chemistry to homeostasis. And then it goes further, and it can read your chromosomes, what's in your chromosomes, how long it's been your chromosomes, or any organ of your body, your cerebral cortex. So it'll tell you if you had a virus a year ago. It's just amazing. So I've been using this device, and I'm resetting my homeostasis through this device. And what is kind of cool about it is you'll see, like, maybe you'll have a virus that you got a year ago, and then you can reset it. Then you listen to the tunes they give you, and those tunes that match your match your energy exactly for you will start counteracting the frequencies that are draining your body, your functionality. So I've been using the scanner. It's been amazing. I can do it's called SEPI. You can do subtle energetic frequency imprinter. You can put like a little glass on there, and then you imprint any frequencies you want in there, the homeopathy, whatever is in there. So I've been playing with that. That's been amazing. But then I started putting in, I'm a Reiki master. I've been doing Reiki since about 30 years. So then I put in Reiki therapy, just to put it in to see if that would come up. So I put the Reiki therapy in, and then I also put the DEEMS device in, just the straight DEEMS without the crystals yet. And then I started scanning, and the DEEMS device was coming up, and I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So that's when I emailed you. I was really excited that the DEEMS device came up. So then it started coming up more and more. And one story is probably one of my favorite stories. This pup found him on the streets. He was really sick. He full with cancer, and it was about a week, before he died. I scanned him every hour, and I could tell by the scanner exactly what was wrong with him, because the scanner always gave me remedies for him. So the remedies would be the interpretation of what was going on. So I could look up the remedies, and I knew exactly, like, every hour what was going on with him. So he pulled up Jasper. So I knew he was kind of at the end, because Jasper is like the root of survival. So I was an hour away from him. I couldn't get to him, but I could always just, take the Jasper and just scan it to him, just through energy, because there's no time and space. So I use it that way energetically. And I've had, I'm doing scams with people, and I'm sending them the reports, and they're saying, what's a DEEMS device? So it's been really fun. It's a gift from the stars, and giving the information. So it's been an amazing tool. And what's kind of exciting for me is, I do Reiki, I do all sorts of, energetic healing, but it's not really quantifiable, except if, somebody feels better. So with this device, it only tells me, like, do the DEEMS device, or do Reiki, or give them homeopathy, or this is what's going on with the body. It gives me quantifiable information of what's going on. So when I do that, so tell me to do the DEEMS kind of gives me the information, like I could actually see it, because you can't really see the energy. Some people can. I can feel it. I can't really see it. So that's been an amazing tool.
Wow, and it is kind of mind blowing, But how do you with this program? How do you program what the DEEMS even is?
So what I do is I just put it as a DEEMS device, exactly what you had on your website. So it reads the frequencies. So it's getting the signature of the DEEMS device. And then I put every one of the crystals on there, and there's a DEEMS device that I described how you did on the website. And then I did each crystal individually. So today I did, before I did my, came on today, I scanned mine, and mine came up DEEMS device with the amethyst, to use the amethyst. So it's kind of interesting. And I've only picked up Reiki once, and that was for myself. So that's what I think is interesting too. I have pretty strong hands, and Reiki's pretty powerful, but 9 times out of 10, it was picking up the DEEMS device over the Reiki when I did the scans.
Wow. And why do you
Yeah,
think that is?
I'm not really sure. Maybe because it's so, I guess maybe we're limited on a Reiki, what we've been doing here. Maybe now we're having off, like more multiverse energy coming through here. I also think we have help too when we're using this. Yeah.
I totally agree with that. Absolutely. Because it's how it was described to me before I ever built it was that it's an interdimensional portal, that brings source energy in. And when you have that, then there are beings and entities that can interact with that energy because it's much easier for them because you're providing exponential energy for them to use. And it's at that vibration, it's at a love vibration. So no negative entities can really use it without complete repolarization of the device. And I don't even know if that's possible. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So you'll like this. So I watched Dan last night with his ABC, and then the crystals. So I put 3 crystals on here. I did the FCD, and then I did the CEG, the chord that he called the who sound, the heaven sound.
Yes.
So I added that into the DEEMS device to see if that was going to be needed for somebody. And then I went ahead and added today all of the chakras, and then I put on and I added it with the quartz to see if they needed the extra amplifying.
Right.
But we'll see. I'll let you know.
Yeah, please do, for sure.
Yeah.
And you were saying that, you're a Reiki a master for 30 years.
Yeah, a long
So
time.
you really understand the body's energy.
Yeah. I've been working with frequencies for, I think, forever. My whole room is full of frequencies. And so I'm just like most of the viewers. I'm aware of frequencies.
Now, what this program, is it something that pretty much anybody can use, or is it?
Yeah, it's a turnkey. It's super simple. They send you this device, or they can send you a tablet, and you just push a button if you want to know what kind of scan you want, and they send you little bone conducers. This came from a machine that was about $30,000 to $38,000 from Russia, and somebody took this and they refined it into a little tablet because we have the iCloud technology.
Right.
So that's why we're able to pick up the chromosomes, how long it's been in there. That's been the most amazing to see what's bringing down our functionality. And it's a lot of its emotions, and it's a lot of its generational frequencies that we're picking up, which is amazing. It's crazy. I did a scan on somebody. She had a father that was not a good father. And on her scan, it showed in her cerebral cortex that she had 96% chronic decreased functionality of lust. And she's like, oh my God, how did that even come out? But it's from her father. So because of her father's genetic frequencies, she's been carrying them. So the music will help counteract that they send you.
Wow. So this part of what this company does is actually use music for tonality healing?
Yes. They send binaural beats. You first do an inner voice scan, and it picks up the emotions of the vocal cords. We carry our thoughts, our emotions in our vocal cords. So you do 10 seconds, it reads it, it goes through 12 notes, 9 octaves, and the 3 highest notes that are over suppressed, and the 1 note that you're hiding from yourself or the world, which is the most important note. And they send you 4 audios that you listen to with headsets, which are binaural beats, and that's 1 beat, and then 1 beat slightly different, and then your brain creates a 3rd beat, and that's what starts reformatting, because we're holographic, so it starts to reformat. So then that will heal the chromosomes that are out of alignment, that have been decreasing functionality in the body.
It's basically, like you mentioned about being holographic. What people don't understand about being holographic is all things are vibration, solid, photonic rather, solid things. But light is also photonic. Light is photons. So that's the same thing. Anything solid is literally light. So we are holographic.
Yes. And that's what gives us ability to know time or space. We could send this to the moon or Jupiter, wherever. Yeah.
It's just amazing. It's kind of mind-blowing,
It is mind-blowing. And what's mind-blowing for me is to see it actually on paper, to say how I use the DEEMS device. A computer is actually saying that person needs a DEEMS device or needs this or that. That's what blew my mind.
Yeah,
so
mine
it's
too.
Exciting. Yeah, I know. I bet. Yeah, I was so excited when I emailed you. I'm like, oh my God, it's picking the DEEMS device. And I've
Yeah,
been using, it's fun in the puppies too, because I can't really read the puppies. And when it comes out to emerald for a puppy, then I know they're working on, it's telling me right there, there's got some heart issues. So it gives me that extra, information.
yeah, and I think that's just amazing. So and I know people are going to be really interested in this. So, I'll put that in description,
Oh,
what
thank
this
you.
company is
And I'll do a
your
free
information.
demo. Oh, thank you. Anybody wants a free demo, I'll give you my email. It's valuable information. They'll like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just so generous and kind of you. So thank you for that. I know
yeah.
people are gonna like that. But what when you're using this device and it recommends the DEEMS, what do you do? Do you do it normally like you would with Reiki? If you could just explain a little bit how you literally.
So I can, sorry, I keep interrupting. I can just send it to them, depends what the crystal is. So I do this all remotely. I don't really do this in my, it's not my profession. So I just do it remotely. So it'll give me a list of remedies. If they're my friends or family, I'll just put the remedies on it, in a little bottle or in water or whatever, just give it to them. But I'll send them the DEEMS energy, the frequency of the DEEMS, because they'll get it. And then we can rescan and see how they're doing.
Right. And how long of a session do you do when you're sending it, remotely?
I just do like 15, 20 minutes. It gets right. It's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
like you say, there's no time or space. It's just like
Yeah.
really, it's right
Yeah.
there. When your intentions put it there, that's where it is.
Exactly. And it's fun when they're like, what's a DEEMS device? So it's fun to like, the gift from the stars. And some people are like, what? But it's been awesome just to have it. And plus, when I use it, I know I have a lot of help behind me, and maybe I've used this before. And so it's been a lot of fun just to have it. It's so powerful. I can feel the intense power. At night, I just kind of relax with it, or the puppies. And so it's just very relaxing.
Yeah. Animals tend to love this thing. It blows me away about that because it's just like there's no placebo effect with an animal.
Yeah, they go right to the snore really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I noticed if I put it, you okay? If I put it in my stomach, I can feel it in my head. Like it transmits. So
Right.
it's fun to play with it. I definitely recommend anybody that does energy healing to get the DEEMS. It's a powerful tool. You can carry it anywhere, as long as it's not by electricity and your
Yeah.
computer
Because I
stuff.
noticed, with your, and I know this is a question people are going to ask, so we'll answer now. I definitely tell people to keep it several inches away from all electronics.
Yeah.
What has been your experience? How do you manage that?
My brain has to go, where's my DEEMS device? So if I put my computer on the bed, so I just kind of have to know where my DEEMS device is. And even with the crystals, I have to, keep them from the electrics too. Anything electrical. So I just have to be conscious. And it'll definitely stick to things, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely does. It's a very powerful magnet. There's no.
Very powerful. So I went to a friend's house. She's actually a rabbi, and she was injured, and I brought all my tools to help her. But when I got to her foot, I had this at her foot, and she's like, "Oh my God, what is that?" It was she could feel the energy of that. So anyway, she's like, "Let me see that. Let me see what that is." So it was really, and she said she could feel it going right through her foot.
Wow.
Even more than the other stuff that I had. I had all those little tricks, but she could feel this really strong. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there's so many people that have never felt energy, the flow of energy in their body before. And quite honestly, I felt basic energy until I started building these things. And then I'm like, I had no idea that energy could flow like, I'm not going to say water, but it's similar to that. And you can feel that, and you can feel at what parts of your body that energy is being drawn in or pushed out.
Oh,
If you're really
exactly.
paying attention to that. So
Yeah. And it's good practice for people just to, if they're not sure about energy or they don't do, energy healing, it's just good practice just to hold it and just kind of, it's good for your intuition, just to see where the energy is going, see what your body's telling you. It's so easy to use and you can't go wrong.
yeah, I always tell people just observe your body.
Yeah.
If I hadn't handed it to them, I'm like, just feel what's going on, and it'll usually be the feet and the hands, are the most common place they feel energy flowing. Sometimes the left shoulder, because that's where energy is coming inward as well. So, it's just so cool to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited. I love it so much because I have like the rings, I do all this, but which are powerful, but I think this would win over all the rings. And this seems, the reason is because this is very condensed.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't change. It's always vibrating at the same level all the time. And that those devices in the proper conditions will last hundreds or thousands of years. They will not change their vibration. They just don't. So that's the, it's like when some people first get it, they really feel the energy in their body because their body's having to adjust to what the vibration of the DEEMS is. So there's a lot of work going on. And then sometimes it'll fade off. Like with me, if I hold the DEEMS device, I don't really initially feel energy flow anymore because I'm so in tune with them. It's like, but it's working exactly the same way. So it's just that my body's kind of raised the vibration, kind of inherently. And so I find it really interesting that I don't necessarily experience that feeling that most people get anymore. But I know it's still working.
Well, you're at your baseline. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And learning about how much the emotions are stored in every organ, mitochondria, every part of our cell. Even using this will help restore that, just because it's energy and it's clearing out energy. It's clearing out frequencies that shouldn't be there. So anything you do that can help that will give you more energy, just in general. Yeah.
I just think it's a beautiful thing. So
yeah, no.
So what other advice do you have? Anything that you would like to tell people, just in general, or advice that you have in either using the device or whatever comes to heart?
I have really good advice.
Oh, good.
Don't put it in your other room. Don't leave it in another room, because you have it. So make sure it stays with you. And that when I first had it, I have a little healing room. So I had it here, and then I'd be in my room, but my dogs would be on my bed. I'm like, crap, I have to get up to go get it. Keep it with you, because it knows you. It starts learning about you. And the more you use it, the more it responds to you. So don't just put it away somewhere. Start using it, start playing with it, go get it back out again, play with the crystals. You can ask your body what it needs, what it wants. It'll tell you, and it'll activate your intuition, all the chakras. It'll get your frequencies going again. So and that would be my advice, just to use it, play with it, don't leave it anywhere.
Yeah,
keep it with you.
Well, I think that's excellent advice. I haven't thought to tell anybody that necessarily, so thank you. Well, listen, I really appreciate your time today, and I truly do. And I know people are going to be definitely more interested in it. If you could just just tell us what that technology is again, and the name of it, so if some people want to just look it up themselves.
Okay, can I leave a link underneath this? Can you leave a link? It's the AO bioscan. Chris will leave the link, and I'll leave my email address. So if you want a free demo, just email me. I can do a demo, and it'll be right there.
All right, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.